Charlie. Roll Tide, roll, say it loud. He don't give a piss about nothing but the tide. Bama blood in his veins, got that crimson pride. F them trees, yeah, we said it out loud. And I love honeybees, now play it proud. We talking football, basketball, big time recruits. If they ballin' in the South, we lacing up the truth. Hood piano man plays better than three-stroke Charlie. Tougher than nails, smooth, not sorry. Roll Tide, roll, it's in the soul. From Tuscaloosa to the Super Bowl. Wood piano man plays better than three-stroke Charlie.
All right. I'm here. I had to make one adjustment. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Even on a wet, rainy, cold, threatening, all that kind of stuff, I still play better than three-stroke Charlie. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Long Run. This abbreviated edition today. I'm the man. I'm piano man, here to be with you. Basically just checking in, making sure everybody's well. We know that we have some inclement weather coming in, and then the way that the weather report is set up, it looked like this thing is going to be blanketing the nation, man. However, whatever you're going to get. Yeah, okay, Stephen, we got you, bro. We got you. But good morning to everybody. This is more of a check-in. Making sure that everybody's well, making sure that everybody's safe, making sure that everybody is making sure everybody's well, making sure everybody's safe. When my alerts go off on my phone, if I'm checking and seeing, I just want to make sure everybody's good and all that kind of stuff. All right. But anyway, y'all know how I do it before I get to hopping in there. Here we go. Big Dean, what's up, man? Yeah, okay, Big Dean, Roll Tide to you. Hadn't hit us over here in Clemson yet, but it's coming. It's coming everywhere. Talking to someone yesterday out of Texas, and it was raining pretty bad there, but you can feel the cold coming behind us. So let's make sure everybody's well over there, okay? Check on your folks. Stephen Hicks and the Voices of No Mercy. Good morning, sir, and Roll Tide to you. It's my sissy, Kimberly Harmon. Good morning and Roll Tide, sissy. Sissy, are you safe? Are you good? Are you good? Just making sure. Okay, you good? Jeff Stapleton, good morning and Roll Tide to your brother William Bryant, the main man. Roll Tide to you. And good morning to you. Jones, what's up? Roll Tide. I see Susan. Good morning there, Susan, the CEO of the group, her and OG Gill. That's an inside joke. But anyway, Susan, make sure somebody's not doing whatever that is y'all talk about, whatever number that is y'all got going and everything. Make sure everybody's good. See, Jones is here. Training my dragon. It's KT. What the business is. Quit playing you and Susan and act like you know. Y'all know what the business is. You know. Hey, what's up, Crimson Wave? What's up with you? Roll Tide to you. Once again, Big Dean, Super Twister, what's up with your player? Roll Tide to you, my man. Twister, I wasn't able to talk to you yesterday because I had some work going, and but I'll try to get up with you today sometime and everything. Susan Williams Jones. Look, what? Y'all already know. You know what? I'm gonna let her rest today. But what's up, Latoya? The queen of the honeybees. What's up, girl? What the business is, Latoya? You know. Quit playing, girl, and act like you know. How you doing today, Latoya? Good to see you. Good to see you. Kelvin, what's up with you? Get the gumbo started. And wait a minute, Kelvin. That's figurative And here in the next little bit, that's gonna be literal, my boy. That's gonna be literal here in just a few minutes. Yes, sir. Gumbo and crawfish. What a way to spend a rainy, cold, weather-threatening Saturday. That's what it's gonna be like today. Y'all already know how Piano Man do it. Roll Tide to you there, Kelvin. Yeah, what's up? Let me see. Got them. Chat is rolling. I'm talking about this scroller. I got to scroll fast and everything. Yeah. Tree limb, Stevens. Oh, good Lord. Tree limbs snapping sounded like gunshots. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to tell you what, that does not surprise me, man. That does not surprise me. I'm just glad to see everybody on here today. Yeah. Ice is coming and Cap is gone. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Let's go back down to the bottom of the hill. The Crimson Wave said hello to you. All right. Here we go. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you this. I was surprised. I was surprised that Bama made the move yesterday that they did in letting Cap go. I mean, Coach Cap, I was surprised that they were going to do it. And for those of us, for those of us who kind of watch this and pay attention, we knew that there was problems in the O-line. But if we be honest about it, if we really be honest, this was a problem that Coach DeBoer inherited. Because here's the catch. Even under Coach Saban, God love him, even under Coach Saban, the line had been a problem for about the last 3 or 4 years. And what we did, we saw a rapid decline. You know, it was just a decline in it. And so with that being said, this past year, I guess we saw the culmination of it, if you will, that it just actually fell apart. It just fell apart. Okay. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you had to get rid of the liability. And I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how y'all feel, but I do believe that there is more to come. I think you're about to see some dismantling of some of the staff. And because it's got to get better. It's got to get better. Because you go on like this thinking that you're going to win when, you know, players only do what coaches tell them to do. You know, it starts there. That's from where I'm sitting. Okay, Big Dean. Okay, Big Dean. I'm gonna put that on the big screen. Anybody here near UAB or Birmingham? My brother was in Portland. He got picked up by them. If you are even a fan of them, he plays for them now, and I will be attending those games. Gotcha. Yes, sir. We're gonna be looking out for him. And if you know, just let us know the name there, Big Dean, and we got you there, dog. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah. Our line had problems, but Bama was winning until we didn't win. See, you know, no SEC championship, no this, that, and the third. Y'all, you get what Jeff's saying, and it's true. It's true. It doesn't become a problem until it becomes a problem. If that makes any sense. It's always been that way. Like I said, it's been that way since 2020. But longest the wins were there. And then longest the wins were there, and at least some dominance was still being shown. But in this case, there was no dominance being shown at all. Last year, the last 3 years, no. And like when I told you all about Bryce Young, Jalen Milroe, Ty Simpson, those 3 quarterbacks right there called it. All 3 of them caught it. You know, we can put the blame on however you want to put it, but when you look at the nuts and the bolts of it, the foundation of it, that wasn't even going. That wasn't even right. So that was one of the first steps that we took. That we, you know, I love the team and everything, but I'm just glad that they began to take steps to correcting problems from the foundation of it. So that's the way it goes sometimes. Hey, good morning, DSGB84. My brother out representing dogs out of Georgia. Good to see you, my man. DSG, are you good? You good? How's dad? Is dad all right? Is dad all right? Let me see. Steven said something right here. Right here. I'm hoping that the team shows improvement this upcoming season. You know what, Stephen? I think that the improvement starts with not when you say the team, that's going to include coaching staff as well. Everybody makes up the team, not just the players, but everybody involved. Everybody involved. So wherever they need to make improvements, it has to be. So Coach Cap, thank you for your service, but bro, you know, we'll holler at you. We'll holler. Now the question is going to be is two questions. There are two questions. Number one, who's going to be next? Will there be someone else relieved of their duties? And then number two, who's going to take Coach Cap's place? Now, some people are hollering. They asking for Sam Pittman. Some are asking for, I think it's Huff. You know, when I was on another social media venue, some are, you know, it's amazing to, you know, it's going to be amazing to see. Me personally, I think that Coach DeBoer already has someone in mind. I think he already has someone in mind. I really do. I think that it was just in the works of getting, you know, letting someone know, putting someone else in. I remember OG Gill hit me up and said, and then not only him, but someone else in another chat that I'm in, they brought up Iowa's O-line coach. Iowa. So it's going to be interesting to watch. It's going to be interesting to watch how this all unfolds. It's going to be interesting. Our GM is here. Bino. Good morning, Bino, the GM. Good morning. Roll Tide to you, brother. Roll Tide. But yeah, but that's going to be interesting to watch. And then the next thing is that I was chatting with Ron Fowler yesterday on his show. There's just a lot of questions right now concerning just college football in general. You know, just get an elite O-line coach. Stephen, in that eliteness, sir, make sure they instill discipline along that O-line, carrying out assignments, because everybody's got to work together. That's how that's going. Everybody has to work together. Y'all. She's here. It's the one. It's the only. It's Double A. She's here. What the business is, Double A? You know, quit playing, girl, and that like you know. Double A, you not messing up nothing. Yeah. I mean, but instill discipline. Everybody has to work together. I mean, part of didn't I tell you? And listen, when I say this, I ain't trying to get no brownie points. I just said what I said. I was watching how some things went, but I told you all from the jump this past season that the O-line and the D-line were going to be the X factors. They were going to be the X factors. And doggone it, they were. That's what it ended up being. O-line, D-line. They ended up being the X factors, just like I said they would be. Now, like I said, not saying it to get no brownie points and to show y'all I'm this guru, whatever. No, I had an eye for that. And guess what? They're going to be the X factor this real. Trust me. They're going to be the X factor this real. And then I don't know, with the running backs on the other hand, this time you're going to have to throw them in the mix because those guys really did not produce this past season. So what was happening is that, like I said before, I'll say it again, this is going to be a year of revelation. This is going to be a upcoming season of mystery. Mind you, wait a minute, let me pull this up. Mind you, that Bama this year, y'all, Bama is going to have, let me pull this up. Let me find it. Y'all, I gotta tell y'all about this new recipe, Susan, that I'm getting ready to try. Oh boy. I even might do that one today, and you know, anyway. Okay, here we go. Now, we're going to see some wholesale changes, right? So I'm going to start on I'm just talking about the D-line, O-line, D-line, right? So changes we've seen. This is who we lost off your D-line. LT Overton, Tim Keenan, James Smith, Keon Keeley, Jordan Renaud, Kelby Collins. Those are the ones that we lost. We lost 6 of them, right? We lost 6 of them. We got Jeremiah Beeman coming back. Jeremiah Beeman. We picked up Devin Tompkins, Terrence Green, Jamarian Matthews, Wilson coming out of Picayune High, Cam Johnson, Malik Franklin, Corey Howard, Des Zulu, K. Bingsley Jones from Mississippi State, Caleb Smith. All right. So I'm just saying that we lost 6 from that D line, but you picked up 11. That's positive right there. That's positive. But where the catch is going to come in is what Stephen said about elite coaching. Elite coaching. Yes, Alabama did not have a good season, not the season that we wanted to have, and the results that we wanted, we did not get. But there needs to be an elite mentality, an elite discipline. Everything has to be elite. Everything has to be on the next level. Everything. And so, to me, the firing, and I don't even like to really use that term too much, but it just what's happened. He was relieved of his duties, and I'm being honest with you. To me, that was the start of something greater to come. Because you got in a case like this, you got to handle your business, because you can't let the business handle you. That works in anything. That works in life, period. Handle your business and don't let your business handle you. Because when the business goes to handling you, then there's going to be that's not going to be pretty. And last season was not pretty. Kept saying we were inconsistent. Yeah, he had to go. He had to go. It was just that simple. I'm just saying I don't like I don't like talking. I don't mind talking about it. But the man got fired. But the product that he was producing, that was a fireable offense. It was fireable. Now the question is, like I said, who's next? Who's next? Who's next? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Who's next? Come on down. Who's next to get the pink slip? Who's gonna get fired? Because I want to say this, and I'll go on record and say it right here, right now. William, players got to do their part too. Yeah, see what the opposing line has said? Yeah, the players do have to do their part. For me, it's a 100 and 100 thing. You know, the players got to do their part. Coaches got to do their part. Everybody has to do their part. You can't just blame it on one or the other. But a lot of the things from the O-line, no, that was coaching. And like I said, this has been happening since 2020. Since 2020. Because if you go back and look at Alabama's line at the last Natty, good morning, Dwight, my producer, best producer in the world. Good morning, Diane. What the business is, Diane? You know, quit playing, girl. Act like you know. Here's the catch. There was a problem. And I told you all, Bryce Young, Jalen Milroe, and even Ty Simpson, they and you know, with that line, with the line, they called it. Jalen and Bryce actually, between them, they took right at 100 sacks between them, right there. They were right there at it. And so that starts with coaching. So you can't go on like this. You couldn't go on like this. So for those that were Coach Cap fans, I understand, but the best way to you got to eliminate the problem. You got to eliminate the problem. And that was a problem. And I think somebody else is going to get eliminated too, because someone else is going to get it, because these issues have to be addressed. And so this is about not just wins and losses, but this is business. So anyway, hey, good morning, Twister. Roll Tide to you, brother.
Roll Tide, man. Roll Tide. I hope everybody doing all right this weekend. I hope everybody being safe out there. Some of them said it's cold out over there where they at. It's going to get... we supposed to have some freezing rain over here probably later on today.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now. But I just wanted to kind of hold up until I can go get my crawfish.
Oh, God.
You know, just let me go get my crawfish here, and then it can do whatever needs to be done. But over here, they said right now it feels like it's 37. I know one thing, it's hot in this house. I might have to go outside. Good Lord, man, I don't do, that's why I can't go to hell, y'all. I just can't do it.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Diane, it's snowing in Dallas, Texas. Yeah. Talking with someone from Texas yesterday, and they said you could feel, even in the rain, you could feel coming behind it. If that makes any sense, you can feel the cold coming in with it. So that does not surprise me. But what's up, I Bleed Crimson? Roll Tide, bro. Roll Tide. It ain't cold yet. Sure ain't. Sure ain't. I'm sitting here reading the Twister. I'm sitting here reading the weather report, and we're under an extreme cold watch, and these conditions are expected by 6 p.m. Excuse me, by 6 p.m. tomorrow. So we what's going to happen with us It's gonna come in tomorrow, but the rain is about to get started here in a little bit, and so the
That's
Lord
what
said
it always begin. It like when it started raining, it's gonna get
that's
colder.
when
It's gonna get
that's when
cooler. It's gonna get woof. Because I think it was what happened last year. Remember, like 1 minute last year, I was asleep in my bed, like a couple of hours, and I woke up probably a couple hours later. It's snowing, everything white. And I'm
oh yeah,
like, how the heck that happened that dang on fast?
it did it,
So I'm
man.
like,
It did it. I still have pictures. When I went and checked my deer cam, I was walking in the snow, boy, and it brought back memories of when I used to live in West Virginia. And so, man. But I don't think we're gonna get that this time. But what we're gonna get, we're gonna get.
yeah,
So we gonna get it. So what's up, Icebox? Good morning. And Icebox
roll
said
tide,
this
icebox, old
wrong
friend.
time to you, brother. Icebox said it's 0 degrees where he is. Hats
Man,
off
it's
to
up north.
salute you, bro. Look, you can have that. You can have that.
We hardly
Let
ever
them
get
days
snow down here
pass
in the
for me.
south.
Good morning, J. Cole. Shalom be unto you. Peace and blessings, my brother. I hope you're well. Hope you're safe. All of you. You know, I had to wake and bake today. Everybody gonna be waking. Listen, if you ain't waking and baking, you gonna be shaking before it's all over with. I'm telling you now, because it's gonna get crazy. Twister on our end of town, bro. We got a 95% chance of rain, and it's gonna,
Yeah.
you know, like you said, that's what's gonna bring it in. And last night, I was out, and you know that it was turning in. You could feel it. You could feel a slight hint of coolness in the air. And so I said, yeah, when it get to being like this, Twister, you know what you're talking about. And
Yeah.
all they got to do is take one piece of rain and yonder go Jesus on the bicycle. I'm just saying,
Amen to
man.
that.
And so we got 95% chance of rain today, 95% chance of rain tomorrow. We already know what the business fixing to be. We already know.
You better get ready for your roller skates. I mean, for your ice skates. That's all I'm gonna say.
Some of y'all ladies that want to go figure skating, give it till about Monday. You're gonna be able to get your skate on. I'm telling you now.
No, I don't think they want to take the back road. We call it black ice back there. Cause last year when I was down there, I would ride down in the back way, like going on Purvis.
Yeah.
And man, in the back roads, that ice was so black and slippery. Man, you driving that ice, your whole car be sliding, and you don't got no grip on it. And I'm like, man, don't take that road back there. If it be like that
11 is
this year,
horrible. That's
man, it's
Highway
terrible.
11.
Boy,
Well,
yes, Jesus.
Yeah, 11 is bad. Cause it's wood. It's you were on 11, right?
Yeah, I'm not that far from it. Like I
Yeah.
get on there, yeah, I'm not that far from it.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, 11, and it's all wooded and you got some open spots and this, that, and the third. See, I live in Purvis's back door, and so that is bad because I always take the back way to Purvis, and man, and so I'm
It's
going
bad.
to.
You be slipping and sliding. That crap is dangerous, especially the bridges. That's even worse.
Yeah, man. Wait a minute, William Bright, man. Come on, William. Bigfoot gonna need another layer. Nothing, William. Nothing. William, you already know we ain't gonna listen. We are not gonna let this show get off the rails today because we gonna be
Bigfoot need a darn fireplace and get himself warm. That Sasquatch need to get warm. Better give him a whole bunch of fire, keep himself warm in that goddamn in them trees and whatever that snow they in over there. His friend the Yeti better go out there and come and keep that body for him.
I'm telling you, man. Look at him. And I ain't no nothing. Man, let me be quiet. Anyway. Anyway. Anyway, but man, yeah, Birmingham rain chance. Yeah, we gonna catch it down here. Double A, we gonna catch it. Y'all leave my big feet. Ice Bob. Bino said the bottom just fell out here, snowing like crazy.
Oh man.
I told you, man. That's why I came on. Because we don't know how this gonna turn out. I'm not saying anything morbid or or anything, but we just want to make sure everybody's good. No, I'm not going down that rabbit hole, William Bryant. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Hey, William, you're not going to send me down a rabbit hole that I know a rattlesnake is waiting on me at the end of it. And it's going to be one of the big ones, too. You know what? Twister, wait a minute. Jones, really? Really, Jones? Twister, you see this? Oh, my goodness. Twister? Okay, he must have had it. I hope he didn't get froze out. Really, Jones?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I was just on mute.
Did you see what I put up there?
Yeah, he gonna freeze. Mr. Charlie gonna freeze.
You know who else gonna freeze?
What's that?
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. I ain't said that in a minute.
Mr. Freeze. See, that's
what
Mr.
happens when you become irrelevant.
Now, see, you see what I'm saying? That's what happens when you become irrelevant. And for those of you want to understand what we talking about, Twister, long as Hugh Freeze was coaching Auburn, Twister had a thing about Mr. Freeze every day. Mr. Freeze, Mr. Freeze, Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze done froze. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mr. Freeze is it probably froze in the strip clubs.
And you know what's crazy? Now, this is what's crazy. And now we had a safe way into that. This is what's crazy, though, Twister. His name has not even been mentioned. I haven't heard it in anything. His name hadn't been mentioned in anything. Just being honest with you. So sometimes, but not really all the time, you need to make the best showing where you are, because you don't know how things are going to turn. You don't know. And so Coach Cap will tell you that from just yesterday, because they just put it real nicely on Tide 100.9. They said he was relieved of his duties. But in just regular street talk, Twister, you're fired. You got fired.
Mm-hmm.
You got fired. You got the old heave ho. Bye.
That's why I was trying to hit you up in the back yesterday to let you know that he got gone. I'm like, man, it's like finally, Kayla LeBoy just grew some nuts and said, man, I don't like what I'm seeing. I'm like, if we all see it and we ain't trying like just fans, we are some intelligent fans. I'm an intelligent fan. I ain't no coach and nothing like that, but I'm an intelligent fan and I seen the history of the Alabama football games and stuff like that. If things ain't going right, especially the O-line having problems for the last 2 years that he was coaching the O-line, and it was bad and we only got 500 yards or 600 yards, that is not good, man. And the passing game was not up there either.
No,
to tell you the
nothing
truth.
was up there.
Mm-mm.
Nothing was there. Nothing was there. Now, Susan, Cap kept working until his last day. You know what, Susan? And you're right, he did. But I also believe he knew what was coming. He knew it was coming. I believe he knew it was coming. But
he had to go. We all been asking for it. He had to go. The O-line was terrible.
There's Mr. P, the DSG dad. Hey, what's up, Mr. P? What's up with you? What's up with you? Go Dogs and Roll Tide. Yeah, Mr. P, you look at you and DSG, y'all, and Stacy Go Dog, y'all the only three I say go dogs to. Y'all, I got y'all. Y'all good people. Y'all good
I
people.
won't.
Well, I know you won't. But they're my folks there, man.
Yeah, they're cool people, but I still won't say it.
Well, you know, oh God. See, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Oh. I bleed, brother. Salute. Yes. I've just been asked really not to say nothing about it on air, not right now, but as some time goes by, I'm going to remember that statement. But yes, wasted, you know.
Can I say something about that piano, man? I won't say they wasted on J-Rob's career, but the last year, this year, because he was the one that dominated Georgia in 2023 by pushing them and bulldozing them D lines and them linebackers. And he did do his thing over there. You know, in 2024, Miro's out there. He still did his thing. It was just that last year that killed him because
when it's your last year. That's the culmination. That's supposed to be the year that you're supposed to go over the top. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
And when you telling your lineman, I'll say this much, they're being too aggressive. That's what's told to me now, that you're being too aggressive. Now I bleed. Now you're wasting a lineman who actually who's supposed to be having a high draft stock. How you gonna tell basically the strongest man, one of the strongest guys on your team, that they're too aggressive? Come on, Twister.
And you called a man the Hulk for a reason. The man was bulldozing it. I ain't never seen a guy in a long time since DJ Fluker that was destroying the defensive line and the linebackers like that. Exactly. Everybody would love to run behind somebody like that. Exactly, you talking about the man that's aggressive. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Piano man, I just didn't get it. I ain't never heard of an O-line as being aggressive. Like I said the other day, the Alabama running game was built getting behind the big uglies, the nasty O-line that can create the holes for the running backs to run and protect the quarterback. How can you be aggressive? I ain't never heard. Maybe I'm just old school. I ain't never heard nothing like that. I'm just being honest. I ain't never heard nothing like that before.
Listen, that's old school, older school, ancient school. Listen, I don't know if you remember. You remember back in the day before they became the Washington Commanders, which I don't like. I'm just old school. They were
whatever the case is, they still the Redskins to me.
They still the Redskins to me. And here's the catch. You remember what the nickname of their O-line was called?
No.
The Hogs.
Oh, yeah, with John Riggins. Oh, my goodness. Him and John Riggins. They call him the Metro. Yeah.
Business.
And they call
Twister. Man, that O-line of what's his name? You had he used to be on ESPN. He was Art May? All those guys back in the day. The Washington Redskins O-line for some years, those dudes were the epitome of what you wanted an O-line to be. And they called them the Hogs. And
I remember them.
Those dudes were rooted out. John Riggins, Larry Brown, what's his name? Daryl, is it Daryl Green? Even though he was wide out. The Washington Redskins. if KB and I think it's KB and B Sharp, if they won't hear, they tell you that doggone Larry Brown was the truth. Those guys, I'm talking about from way back. But when those guys were hogs, man. And that's what you need on your O-line. They need to go back and look, take a page out of the old Washington Redskins manual and see what an O-lineman looks like. You brought up DJ Fluker. Those guys were awesome. I remember in a championship game with Bama, Bama was even losing the game. DJ Fluker got in the huddle and got up in the O-line face and said, "Let's take these guys out." Mark May, thank you. Mark May, thank you.
And he was very emotional too with it too.
He was very emotional, and those guys got in there. I forgot who we were playing, but they went.
I think one was that Georgia game in 2012 because everybody was telling him, "Man, get behind me! Y'all get behind me!" I'm talking. He was pissed, telling the O-line, "Man, y'all let this more get behind me."
Man,
yeah.
All them cats. But Mark May, that's who I'm thinking about. AA. Those guys were something serious, and even Washington's defense at that time was something serious too. So I refer back to things like that. But this lack of aggressiveness, Twister, I've never heard of such. I've never heard of such.
That got me for a couple of weeks. When I heard that, and I'm like, wait a minute, too aggressive. I'm like, too aggressive. O-line being too aggressive. I'm like, that's what you want on the team. That's who you want. Exactly. I'm like, that's who you want. I would love to run behind that. Like y'all did the Brian Williams screen pass. You saw how them goddamn elephants was knocking folks down. Even Jerry Robb was in there. Him and Proctor. That was the O-line I wanted to see. And I ain't seen that ever since. Like, you get behind the O-line, they go for a screen, the whole O-line get in front of you. Man, you got an easy cakewalk to the end zone.
I'm talking about every time, Twister, almost every time. When your O-line, listen, look at William Bryant. You can have the best running back in the country. If you don't have an O-line, you can create lanes. It's all useless. Ask Jam Miller, and it's true. Hey, ask all of them. Ask them all.
We've been saying that.
You know, but I'm gonna tell you what, man. I've never heard of don't be aggressive. And you gonna tell the Hulk? I mean, the Hulk now.
The strongest guy on the team.
The Hulk.
Come on, bro.
Steven. I mean, but Steven, you know what? But this comes off, this ain't even being comical. Because if you gonna tell your O-line not to be aggressive, then who gonna, the whole team gonna be soft. If you tell it that, now that's what the report is now. But that's what I've heard. Twister said he heard it. Some of us have heard it. I ain't never heard that. Y'all. Look who's here. Linda P is in the building. I have arrived. What the business is, Linda P? You know, girl, you better act like you know. What's up, Linda P? Lord, have mercy.
Roll Tide, sweetheart.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Linda P is in the house. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, man. I mean, so Twister. Here's another question that I have. Will the aggressiveness start now? Or are we going to be ballroom dancing?
Well, we got to start now. We got to start now. We done got the O-line that we gotten from the portals and stuff. Now we can clean up and finally handle business. Caleb Boy finally showed me that he do got some nuts to get rid of the people that he don't like seeing. It's not friendship. Now, number two, if your boy Ryan Grubb do the same next year, buddy or not, he's got to go.
Okay. Here we go. Now, it's something I want to put on the screen, but we got to keep this football related. But let me see something. I'm finna see something for a minute. Hold up for a minute.
What now?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Chris Count. Back in 2012, the O-line was loaded with all Americans, and Barry John was leading the way. Yes, he did. And he did it in about 3 positions, I think. Tackle, guard, and center. When he did that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was the best O-line Alabama had, and that was 2012.
Yes, sir. And them dudes were moving everybody, man. Those dudes were moving everybody.
That was something. And those guys was knocking them down pancakes. Just leaning on the D-line. Like leaning, like opposing their will. That was the strength of the running game. And I'm like, that's how Alabama was known. When you think of Alabama, you think about the running game. Exactly. We run the ball and smuggle defenses. And we got the smuggling defense, the dominating defense, running game, and a powerful defense. That's what Alabama was known for.
Timeout, Twister. Check your text message. Just read, okay?
Hello.
I'm gonna teach you how to pay attention, dog. You have to pay attention.
I was looking.
Diane said the offense never improved last year. In fact, it got worse. It sure did. It went from bad to worse to worrisome. It did. Seemingly, defense improved throughout the year and saved us time and again. But even in that, though, Diane, they eventually broke. Hey, good morning, Gwen. Roll Tide. What the business is, Gwen? Quit playing, girl. Act like you know. But yeah, Diane, you're exactly right. But even in that, Diane, going toward the end. Let me see. Hold up for a minute. All right.
Yeah, I'm back. Right. Oh, yeah, I'm back. Yeah, knocked me off a little bit. I had to read it. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. I would definitely do that.
See, not on my show. It's gonna be law and order on him.
Yes, sir. I obey.
It's gonna be law and order on him now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Count.
See, you and Linda P. There's gonna be law and order on here now. Sure.
I Captain. But anyway, back to public programming.
Back to regular schedule programming. But I got this right here, man. Wait a minute, twist. Not twist. Look at Steven. Everybody keep your hands to you. And Steven will probably be the main one lead the charge. See,
man, I got see, he supposed to be the No Mercy crew. He always wish for everybody worse for the absolute worst. You can't do that, Steven. You supposed to be cold-hearted. You supposed to be cold-blooded. You at OGG. Come on, now.
Don't give me no lies. Don't give me no lies and keep your hands to yourself. Damn.
I love that song.
I do too. See, Linda P, you see what you just started? I told you to leave us alone. Because you already know.
Oh,
you already know. I'm going to get started up. But back to what we were talking about. But Twister, I'm glad that on a serious tip, hoping don't nobody say nothing out the pocket over here in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, This was the beginning to me. Like what you said, he grew a pair, grew some balls, man. You have to do that. It's not about friendship, it's about business. It's about business. And that's the way it has to go.
That's all I was saying from the beginning. Like,
yeah, that's the way it has to go, man. Throw that friendship and kinship and nepotism stuff out the window, because if you're not if you're not careful, that same mentality will come back to bite you. And we saw that this past season. It came back to bite Bama. It bit them. You know, so I'm just
still surprised that we won those games without a running game. That right to itself. Oklahoma did it too. Bishop said it too. Oklahoma did it as well. But and be honest with you, all Oklahoma used to have a running game. They had the best running back that ever stepped foot in the football field in our generation, Adrian Peterson. Like, that was known for that. And we had all the running backs that came, like Mark Ingram, Trent Richardson, TJ Yeldon, Eddie Lacy, you know, all those other cats, man. Najee Harris, all those guys, man. We had all those legendary running backs behind an O-line that was good and great and sometimes decent. Like, since 2020, and I think 21, it just went downhill. Even though Bryce Young became the Heisman quarterback, he did it with a messed up O-line. And he got sacked by over 20 times, maybe even more, and still won a Heisman.
40 times.
Yes, and still won the Heisman. That was impressive of itself. Yep. But it took a toll on him too. Because that boy was getting hurt. Jalen Miro, my damn, man. The dude was strong as an ox, but still, man, even a strong guy can't take that many hits.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Chris Camp, AP was the best till Derrick Henry came. I agree. Derrick Henry was just on another level. AP wasn't on that level. Derrick Henry was another dude. Was another dude, man.
Derrick Henry was
just I'm gonna put it to you like this about Derrick Henry.
Once in a generation talent you won't ever see again. You ain't gonna never see nothing like that again.
When Twister went up that upcoming year, all you heard was Leonard Fournette.
Oh my God!
That's all you heard. But some dudes by the name of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Reuben Foster, was it Sean Robinson, all them cats right there. I think that's who was on it. Jonathan, was it Jonathan?
Sean Robinson, John Allen. I think De'Aaron Payne was there.
Them dudes shut Leonard down. And can I tell you something? What's so funny about that? They shut him down 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row. And when he was supposed to win the Heisman and Alabama shut him down, who's the next name that you heard? Derrick Henry. You didn't hear nothing else about Leonard Fournette.
And I want to say this too. Everybody saying Alabama had 2016 was the best defense. Yes, it was. But I think 2015, even though we lost to Ole Miss by strangle luck, that defense was the most powerful defense besides 2011. 2011 defense and 2015 defense was the best defense Nick Saban ever created. 2016 was good, but that just Deshaun Watson, boy, that dude was that man was in another level too against that powerful defense.
Well, do know. Hold on for a minute. You do know now.
Yeah, Joe Fournette only had 31 yards. If Derrick Henry did not fumble that ball, he wouldn't even get that touchdown.
And when they played LSU, then that year you're talking about, and held them they couldn't even cross the 50 in that championship game.
2000, like I said, that's why I said that was the best defense. Bro. Yeah, that was the best defense ever in that era.
What's up, OG Gill? Good morning. Roll Tide.
There he is.
The 2 years that Jeremy Pruitt was a defensive coordinator, statistically, those were the two best defenses in the Nick Saban era. Here's what I just pulled up. It said Alabama's best defenses is a tight debate between the dominant 2011 defense, which led the nation in scoring defense and shut out LSU in the BCS title game, and the 1992 championship defense featuring stars like John Copeland and Eric Curry, known for their suffocating pass rush overall. But then it gets this, but the 2016 unit, also in the conversation, sheer talent, erupted play. Some of your top contenders for best of all time on 2011, we know Dante Hightower, C.J. Mosley, and Dre
Courtney Upshaw, Jay Kirkpatrick, Mark Barry.
And it goes on to say they held LSU to just 92 yards. 92 yards. Now that's bad. LSU, you couldn't even get 100 yards in a game. That's how much they wanted that they wanted that chip, because remember, LSU was the team that beat them too, right? Remember that?
That's game of the century.
Wait a minute. Let me see.
Yeah, you got a point, Chris Camp. Yeah, the knots. We used to call non-official touchdowns. Yeah, the knots, the special teams and the defense scored touchdowns. Yeah, you're right. But then, one thing that we could have won that chip, Bo Scarborough got hurt.
Exactly.
He got hurt. If he wasn't getting hurt, we were gonna win that easily.
Yeah, real easy. Because he was running over Clemson. They had no answer for him.
No.
They had no answer for him. And in 2016, you had Jonathan Allen, Quentin Williams, and the one, the only Mr. Minkah Fitzpatrick, and along with others. So Bama has to get back to that type of mentality. But it starts with, and I have to agree with OG Gill, it starts with coordination. It starts with coaching. They have to bring that. A lot of times we don't want to agree with that, but that's just the way it's going, folks. That's the way that it's going. Just being honest with you, that's the way that it's going. So I hope everybody said, Michelle, what's up, Michelle?
Roll Tide.
What the business is. I ain't even got to ask you what the business is, because you already know what the business is. Yes, sir. She know. She know. Trust Piano Man on that. Michelle know what the business is. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you like they say in church, she got it like the Bible said.
But let's go switch it from the O-line to the defensive side by Freddie Roach. Even though he's an alumni for Alabama, he was a beast over there in his days in Alabama as the linebacker in the defensive ends, right up in D-line. Like I said, man, we love Freddie Roach, man. He always will be Roll Tide forever, man. But we got to call him out a little bit as well on the D-line too, man, to get some more penetration.
What did we say? You got to get rid of you got to let it go. I mean, you can't play favorites. You can't play friendship. If it's a weak spot, you got to strengthen the weak spot. So if it means letting them go or moving them to another role or whatever, you got to do what you got to do, because you can't keep putting that type of product on the field and say, that'll do. No, that won't do. Let me see something. Wait a minute. Diane, here we go. Diane made it to the big screen. We found a way to get by this year until Indy came to the Rose Bowl, and that's the truth. They exposed everything about us. Everything that was wrong with Bama, Indy exposed it.
We've been saying that. It was just no changing. Kirby Smart, when we beat Georgia in September, he adjusted and changed it up. We have not done that. The running game has been the same since week 1. Like the first drive in the Florida State game was looking very good. O-line dominated, running game, all that was going great, and then nothing. Everybody gonna be keep saying that running game, how we scored that first touch. Well, I think what was the touchdown or the field goal? It didn't matter. They pushed them down the field like it was old Alabama used to be doing. And after that, it just passy, couldn't run the ball, but passy, think passy gonna get it done. No. Are we gonna get back to running the ball and dominating the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, Lord.
I know we ain't looking for no Nick Saban type defense, but at least get close to that mystique again, especially the running game. Alabama known for running the damn ball.
Yeah, man. What's up, B Sharp? The one, the only B Sharp. We tried telling y'all that week one, but folks said we was complaining. Chickens coming home to roost. Yep.
Roll Tide, B Sharp, bro. Hey, you can tell him about the Redskin we were talking about earlier. He in the chat now.
Okay. Hey, B Sharp. Hold up. We got hold up. Here we go. The one, the only, is Icebox. What's up, bro? Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, Icebox, old friend.
My young friend, how are you doing?
Man, feeling blessed, sir.
We just talking about some little Alabama football. We just talking about the firing of Coach Cap yesterday. And we're just asking, like, who's next? Because it needs to be some changes. But remember, I kept saying all year, even before the season started, we get Icebox back in a minute. I kept saying all year that the O-line and D-line were going to be the X factors. And guess what? It happened. It happened just like we said. And and these are just some things that had to be taken care of. So it ain't about, don't nobody hate nobody. It's just about business. It's about business. What you say, Icebox? You back?
I don't know. I'm hearing the show twice.
Okay. I don't know either.
I can hear it. I hear
you. Yeah, I see you too.
I'm getting all right. You could say hi right now, and 7 seconds later, I hear it all over again.
Okay, you don't have it in there. I mean, do you see two of us?
I know what the problem is. Hang on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There he is. Roll Tide, B Sharp.
What's going on with y'all, man?
It's the only. It's the B Sharp from Sharpshooters. What's up, B Sharp, my brother? Roll Tide.
Oh, not much, man. Just popped in, man. Just seeing y'all was up here. I said, man, there we go.
Yeah, man. We making it. We trying to make it happen. I wanted to check in on everybody because we know the weather's going to get stupid and all that kind of stuff. I just want to make sure everybody's safe. But B Sharp, I'm glad you're here. You a big Washington fan on the NFL side. What was the name? I'm gonna see if you remember. I know you do. What was the name that Washington? I'm gonna call them the Redskins because that's the era I grew up in. What was the name of the Redskins O-line?
God dog, man. Hold on, give me a second.
Good morning, B Sharp.
The Hogs.
There you go. You go. The Hogs. Now, B Sharp. Isn't that the way an offensive line is supposed to look?
Yeah.
Well, where we come up with this foolishness, I'm gonna go on and say it. Where we come up with this foolishness that a lineman, a down lineman, is not supposed to be aggressive.
Can't be aggressive passing the ball all the time.
So I take it, B Sharp, Twister, and Icebox. So I take it, we're gonna go from being aggressive to ballroom dance. What we gonna be doing? The waltz? Is that what we're gonna be doing?
I believe this year, man, they're gonna for one, just want to say Good to see you too, Pam. I can't type up here, but the family good. Hopefully your family good, and hopefully everybody else family good out there, and especially with the ones down south dealing with this storm. But I believe they're gonna run the ball more because man, I truly believe like last year they just didn't even try to run. It wasn't that we couldn't run. They just ain't even try to run a lot of the time. If you go back and look at a lot of those games, they really wasn't running the ball like that. Like they weren't trying to let these boys get in no type of rhythm, running the ball, taking them out, changing up the old line a lot. We just need to find our guys and whoever's out there to play, put the best 5 out there and let them play. If somebody get hurt or somebody get tired or whatever, change them out then. But don't just change them out and be like, they're not wide receivers.
Right. They're the hogs, man. Those the guys that root the problem out. I mean, when you tell the Hulk, that's what Twister and I were talking about. When you tell the Hulk not to be aggressive, I can't use that analogy.
Can I say something?
Go ahead,
Icebox.
Please.
Be sharp, all of you guys. Not aggressive. You can be aggressive in your run blocking. You can be aggressive in your pass blocking. You're not, like you said, going to be out there dancing. I don't get it where you can't. The defensive line's going to be freaking aggressive. What do you think you need to be? I don't get it. I was talking to Twister last night, and I want y'all's opinion. How do you think this new O-line we got a bunch of big men from all over the place, 6'7", 330 pounds, 6'7", 300 pounds. They're setting it up where we can run the ball. The question is, I don't doubt that they can. I think our running will be better this year, but will they be able and be nimble enough, like Twister said, to be able to pass block? Pass blocking is you get them away from your quarterback. Give him a pocket. You don't sit there and let them just come in. If they start coming in, you push them away. That's aggressive. Put them on the ground, whatever. Not aggressive? That ain't football. Won't you just put a daggone flag in the back of their pocket? You know what I mean? It's nonsense.
It's basically like playing flag football.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, flag football tougher than that.
I said, man, it's a lot of stuff that was said. We talked about it the other day. It was like those guys are like, okay, so nobody is let go. That only puts more pressure on them to come out there and perform. Not really on the players, really on the coaches. And that's almost a fireable offense if you was retaining everybody. But I see they let literally the next day, which was yesterday, they let Cap go. Now this is probably going to be the most important time ever to get the right coach for the right position. Like
Exactly.
Darren, this was a tremendous hire in my opinion. I think it was the best hire out the whole cycle of hiring when it comes to head coaches and everything. But
Indeed.
this one is the most important one of all. You have to get somebody in there that can do the job and coach these guys up well. Because it doesn't matter if we brought in all these guys if you can't coach them up right. It doesn't matter if you can't run. I ain't gonna even say we can't run the ball once again. We just wasn't running the ball.
Wasn't running.
We don't have the O-line to be sharp. We didn't have the O-line.
And when we did have a running game going, he stopped right in the middle of a drive to pass the ball.
Don't get me started.
I'm not trying to. I'm just going with what I see. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna put this on the screen because I got some. I'm gonna say a little something about this right here. Steven said my Seahawks are going to Super Bowl after firing Grubb. And they just wasn't getting it done, and now here they are, one game away from going to the big dance. But the point that we're making is that if you knew as a coach, I'm talking about Grubb now, if you knew as a coach that this was your weak spot, why did you come over here repeating the same behavior that got you kicked out of the top? Why?
Hey,
Go ahead, Charles. No, you go ahead, bud.
Go ahead, Ice.
No, hear what B Sharp's got to say.
Oh no, I was just gonna say real quickly, man. I just feel like you just being stubborn, and what like you just feel like, no, my play calling worse and all this stuff. I feel like that's what get a lot of these folks fired. Like, oh, well, I got here because of this. Like, man, you got to know how to adjust.
Make adjustments.
And that's really it. Like, man, like, dog, you somewhere different. Like, yeah, you may rose up the ranks like this, but man, now it's just like it's not working anymore. So don't you think you need to adjust it a little bit? It ain't the players. At some point, you're gonna have to stop blaming the player. That's why I got so frustrated when, and I ain't even trying to take no shot at him at when he said what he said. I'm like, okay, that's cool and all that you saying, oh, we want production over potential. All right, that's cool and all, but let's just say the same thing happened next year. Then what you gonna say? And that's why I was mad that he put that out there, because folks, I know they bookmarking it, they screenshot, they gonna show that up production. Don't let these guys go somewhere else and ball, because I seen other guys go the year before and ball somewhere else. Even though I knew some of them weren't gonna be able to play at Alabama because the depth was just too deep. But this year is very critical on them, on a lot of them.
Go ahead, Icebox.
What people don't really understand, or most folks don't understand, is Alabama has a playbook. They've had it for years and years, ever since Bear Bryant time, okay? And there's a certain way that Alabama wants to play football and wants to see it done. Yeah, we were in a new era. I will say that, as far as us old schoolers go. But there's still that playbook. They've given DeBoer 2 years to do it basically his way. Now they're pulling that playbook out, and they are telling DeBoer and Grubb, I'm going to tell you that right now. I guarantee you Grubb has got this in his ear. Alabama wants things done a certain way. You watch what I'm telling you. They will have to conform or they're gone, period. And I don't care how much they're paying DeBoer. They will get rid of him if he does not conform to what Alabama wants done. That's running the ball, passing the ball. They got certain leeways. Let's put it that way. But when it comes to hard-nosed football, Alabama has got the playbook. You watch what I'm telling you. That's why we're starting to get all these big guys for the O-line and the defensive line. Everything is being revamped. We was talking about it last night, Twister. Mr. Pierre is coming back because he showed production. We never heard of him until last year, or basically the last half of the year. But you watch and see what I'm telling you. Alabama's got a certain playbook. We will be getting back to the run this year. If he doesn't, he's not going to last much longer. I would say this could be his last year. If not, he will be on the hot seat.
I feel like that. I feel like that seat already hot. I believe it's already on it. But you have to make changes because, like Twister and I said earlier, what we saw, that wasn't cold. And I told my son last night, I said, it's one thing for you to see it on TV, but it's another thing when you go watch it in person. I had a headache when I got through it. I had a real live headache when I got through. You know, it is what it is. So something had to be done. So the firing of Coach Cap, so be it. But like we said, and B Sharp said too, and I was on that show when B Sharp, Coach Sean, Coach Al, I think was on there. I was on that show that night when they called that out and said no running game at all, none, no aggressiveness at all, none. I was on there that night that they said that, and there was no aggressiveness. And Twister, what did I say? We are suffering. We're in like week 12 with a week 1 problem. Never corrected it. Like Diane said, it got progressively worse. And when we get to Indiana, all hell breaks loose.
But folks thinking, my fault, Twister. Go ahead.
Man, like I said, all I gotta say is, and I told this to Icebox last night. Remember, what was that year when Saban had all those big old lines? And I'm like, it was great. It was almost rivaling the NFL linemen,
It was.
but we still getting beat. Not because they was weak, they were strong but not nimble. They was not nimble enough to, because the defensive line found another way to beat the O-line by going to side and doing little small little head slaps, like chicken fight slaps to push them out the way to get to the quarterback. They didn't get bulldozed like we did last year. They just got around the O-line to get to the quarterback. Can you make those guys big enough and nimble enough to go step by step with the D-line? Because it's like a dance. You got the power, but you got to have the finesse, a little finesse to hang with the D-line, because they won't go bobbing and weave trying to get to that quarterback as well. What's y'all take on that?
Talent. They got to be talented. We was talking about earlier. Be aggressive in your pass rush. Be aggressive. I was listening to pass rush. In your pass protection and your run and open up the lanes. That's what they're going for. We got to get to run the ball. You got to have the talent enough to be able to pass block. Do these gentlemen have it? And of course, we haven't got to the signing day yet either, so we got to wait and see what we get there too.
Yeah, go ahead, B Sharp.
My fault, man. Now we're getting a little girl together. My fault. Give me a minute. My fault. All right, my bad. Now, what you were saying?
Yeah, we were just talking about the O-line, D-line, all that good stuff. How we gonna fix this?
For one, start off with a new coach at the O-line. Like I said, that's literally the first thing. Somebody that's going to teach them, because that's where we found out where a lot of the problems started. It's the teaching. You know, I say it can't necessarily be the players all the time. It can't be the players all the time. It has to, some type of accountability has to go to the coaches. And so right after that, once you get that taken care of, whatever philosophy that we're doing, like I think it was Dwight that wrote in the chat, said even when Coach Saban changed up the offense, running the ball was still the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that. I know I'm botching it, but it was something similar like that. You got to have some type of running game. You can't just give up on it. And then I think somebody, I don't know who pointed it out. I think it was Link that pointed it out one time. Link said during the national championship game with Indiana, like they ran it like 40-some odd times. They ran like 40-some odd times, almost close to 50. And they averaged like 2.9. 2.9 rushing. But you know what they did? They didn't stop.
Right.
You're welcome, man. I was about to say, but they did not, they didn't quit on it. Just because you're not running it right now, people just see stats and stuff like that and just think like, oh, well, they just can't run the ball. Like, man, you just can't give up on them. Look at how many carries they got. It's like, oh, man, they only averaging 3.5 yards a carry. They only ran the ball 4 times. What you expect them to do? We ain't do nothing with the first 4. I'm like, bro, you can't just give up on the run. But some people I just don't like listening to talk football. And this is why we say asinine stuff like that.
They some of them can't find their way out of a wet paper bag with a hole in both ends. They still sit there in the middle and thinking like that. That's just the truth of the matter. But B Sharp, you're right. Twister, you're right. Icebox, you're right. Well, y'all, look who's to come to the stage. It's the governor of Discord. It's JB. What's up, Roll Tide, JB?
Roll Tide, governor.
Governor.
Good morning, sir.
I had to listen early. I couldn't jump on as quick. You know, you got a house full of women.
Well, wait a minute. Gotta go.
Got a house full of women. Wife and 4 girls, bro. Stress. Need a shot. But
just being a family man, bro. Just being a family man. God bless you.
I try. Listening to y'all, all y'all making sense. There's nothing that I can disagree with anything that y'all said. This year is just basically going to come down to everybody's got to be on one page, on one accord.
Yep.
Like they said in Drumline, one band, one sound. It's
Yeah, you took what I was about to say.
Amen to that.
really that simple. Everybody has to be on one accord.
Mhm.
A good choir sounds great when everything is meshed together. That's just what it is. The running game, I think I've said it 2 years ago. We don't have a
Yep.
running game winning. I don't care who you beat. I don't care who you have out there. Barry Sanders can be back there. You see how crazy he was, but he did most of that stuff. The O-line didn't help him. We can't do that in this kind of type of college football because all the schools, especially in our conferences, players are leaving, going to different schools in our conference, and they're getting better.
Mm-hmm.
And they just want to beat Alabama. So we have to establish something. You don't have to be. I think I said it last year, P, on the live. I said we don't have to have the 15-yard runs and the 25-yard runs all the time.
Right.
The old was 3 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards. Get to that fourth quarter, 15, 25. Now the defenses, they don't want to keep hitting them Bo Scarboroughs and Derrick Henrys. Nobody want to keep hitting these dudes in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
When you go away from the run, you go away from the game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Stop trying to be flashy and just go downhill. That's it. That's simple.
JB, am I hearing you right that you would rather have a running game than a passing game,
I
or
would
more running game dominated?
Of course. How you think that's how we won championships with the running game. We didn't win championships with the pass.
Exactly.
When we had that, and I think we got to go back to the national championship that we won when we beat Georgia on the tour and 2nd and 26. Yes, it was phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. I think I almost broke like 3 TVs for the excitement. But since then, we got to be pass heavy. No, we didn't get here by being pass heavy. We got here by running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Good running backs, good running game brings other attributes to your squad. That's why the wide receiver starts to get more attention. Your offensive line starts to get more attention. Your defense gets to rest. You saw in a game against Miami. The defense, they had no time to rest. Miami was on the field, 30 minutes? Can't win like that. But hey, what do we know? I'm just a fan.
Let me ask y'all something, if y'all don't mind, and I don't mean to step in, Piano Man. We all agree that we need an O-line. We need some running backs, and me and Twister talked about it. We've got an outstanding one that's coming in, and I'll let Twister let him introduce him to y'all if he wants to. But we got an outstanding running back coming in. We've probably got some now, we just don't know it.
And what he's talking about is Xavier Caldwell or EJ Caldwell.
EJ Caldwell. But you also got a star coming up too, and he's more than likely going to get the position next year. Depends on the competition with Austin Mack if he stays. But you got Keelan Russell coming in. How are we going to are we going to be more run domination focused with this O-line and these running backs that are coming in versus the passing game and the skilled player as Keelan Russell is? How are we going to intermix that? Any of y'all got kind of an idea of which way we really need to go with that? Because we got talent on both sides.
The running game opens up the games for the playmakers.
Mm-hmm.
Because the more you got to focus on the running game, now you got your Ryan Williams on one-on-ones. You got your Lottie Brooks in the slot, who I don't think anybody can really hold him one-on-one in the slot.
But with a running game, you're not going to have as many passing plays. Is that going to be attractive to the wide receivers?
Exactly.
Well,
I want to win.
I think go ahead, Governor.
I'm just saying, like, do you want to win or do you want to look for your stats?
Yeah.
We want to win.
Okay. Because Ohio State, they had the great stats, but winning is what really puts your name in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just say that it's going to be balanced because you got to have both. but it should start with the run. You got to start with the run because at the end of the game, and Governor said it, B Sharp said it too. By the time the end of the game comes, and those waning moments in the game, that D line is going to be like gassed, and that's when your yards come, and they'll come both running and passing. But it's got to start with that run, because if you don't, I'm just sitting here looking. We were talking about champions. My mind goes back, Icebox, to the 1972 Miami Dolphins. They finished that year 17-0.
Mm-hmm.
Who everybody talked about Bob Greasy, Paul Warfield, but on that team, the Miami Dolphins had 2 1,000-yard rushers, Larry Zonka, and Mercury Morris.
Mm-hmm.
They ran the football, and they beat the Washington Redskins in the Super Bowl by running the football. So I'm with what you all are saying. It has to begin with the run. It's got to begin with rushing the ball. So don't get upset if you say they ain't getting nowhere but 2-3 yards. That's 2-3 yards they didn't have in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Well, man, I hate doing this. I'm gonna put it to you like this: elementary football. We got plenty of coaches that come on this show, this channel, and they're great at it. But I guarantee you, they'll tell you in the old days, all right, I'm sorry, guys, I am an old timer. You started off with the run first. Why do you think we had the wishbone for so long? It was run, run, run. It wasn't hardly a whole lot of passing, but there was some, but what you tried to do back them days, your first down, you would try to run the ball. Second down, you had an option, depending on how well you done on the first part. Okay. Third down was more than likely going to be your passing, depending on how far back you are. If you got 3rd and 1, you're probably going to run the ball. 3rd and 2, possible running. You start getting 3 and 5, 3 and 6, or 3 and 7, you're passing the ball. That's why I say, as much as I love Jalen Milroe, we could have done better if he could throw more short passes. Okay, that's because you got to have those people that are good in your long and your shorts at the same time. You see what I'm saying? If you don't have that, you got to have that one particular receiver that stays in close, the one that can get you that 1 yard, that 5 yards, not the one that's going to get you the 20s and the 50s and whatever, your long passes. You've got to have an intermix of wide receivers that way to do ball control. Okay. So that's the way old school football used to be played. And if you ask me, everybody has drifted over to, they want the action. They want arena football. If you ever been to an arena football game, that's what people want to see. Quick scores and passes. Man, that's not how football used to be, being played. Nowadays, that's what everybody wants: pass, pass, pass. They can't really care less. Even the NFL has kind of gone that way. They're not so highly concerned on the running back anymore. But that's the way it used to be, and that's a blueprint that has worked for years and years and years.
I watched some arena, but even in arena though, Icebox, you got to run the ball sometime. You got to run it. You got to run it. And yes, passing, and it's even on a shorter field, but you still gonna have to run the football some. And in Alabama's case, I mean, anyway, your fire cap, that's the beginning of a good thing. I want to see who's next, but who will you bring in? And that's what B Sharp was saying. This is critical now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that Cap is gone, he's off the table. He's off the table. The question is now, who will you bring in? And it can't just be anybody. Any ordinary just won't do. It won't do. I'm sorry. That's just how I see it. Ordinary won't do. So, like I said a few minutes ago, Twister, I said, Governor, I believe Coach DeBoer already has whoever it is going to be. I believe that they're already there in waiting, just waiting to be introduced.
Yeah, and my bad, Icebox. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was just going to ask B Sharp. He's a younger man. Who would he think would be a good OC coach or line coach?
I'm really high on Sam Pittman coming in, or you can go get Huff out of with the Rams, but that's gonna be a minute. It all depends on what happened on Sunday. So that'll be my two top choices because I've seen what those guys can do, and I see how he's doing in the NFL. Would he be willing to come back to Alabama? But Sam Pittman would be my top choice because he's right there. I seen the resume with him. I seen how those guys move, and the one thing that I never have a problem with, if you come in, whatever your specialty is, if it's defense or offense, if you work with quarterbacks or wide receivers, if you are excelling at your position but you're failing everywhere else, I'm about to say maybe you're just good at that. And I'm about to say I felt like he wasn't going to get too much done at Arkansas, but it wasn't because of the old line. Old line was doing good at Arkansas, but it was just everything else around. And I feel like if he come here, man, we can get back to the physical football that we love, and I feel like a lot of those guys will benefit in the long run.
Yeah.
And them same teams that Arkansas lost to, they was basically close games. He could have beat. When Sam Pittman took over for that interim head coach, he was going head to head and almost winning those games. Those losses was barely losses because they were going head to head with all of them.
Yeah. Defense, look, the defense was atrocious. I was like, you could just stop somebody a little bit, man. Shouldn't you come out of there with a win?
Yep.
I just got a question though.
Go ahead, Jay. Governor.
Tell me this. If I'm going to go after, because Sam Pittman is, of course, that's the number one on the list. I think his resume speaks for itself. Huff, I think that's just a wing and a prayer because he's in the NFL. He's one game going to the Super Bowl. You have two other coaches that Clint Lamb, I think, was talking about. The one from Missouri and the one from Iowa, right? Yep. Okay. But my question to B Sharp would be is, if you go out and get a great offensive line coach, would it be cohesive to get a great defensive line coach to match that energy? Because you got to practice against these guys. Will have to practice against these dudes. So iron sharpens iron, right? So I want my OC and my DC to be going at it all the time.
You got a point.
Because if my OC is dominant, or my O-line coach is dominant, but my D-line doesn't have the same aggressive, my D-line is going to struggle against those teams that we got to go against. I don't know. Maybe if I'm saying it wrong or I'm not saying it proper term.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
I'm kind of curious though. If you can't get a Sam Pittman or a Huff, or would you want to look at somebody at a let's say a South Florida or somebody like that that's up and coming that is proving themselves as an offensive line coach? Would you want to go after that type of fellow?
Anybody that knows how to do the job, I would take. It don't matter if they got a name, no name, any name. If you can do the job, bring them in.
But you got to admit, football has changed. I mean, they've changed the rules to weaken the defenses so they can have more high-power offensive plays. You've got to have a certain kind of an O-line coach that's going to be able to match the strategy of these rule changes. You see where I'm going with this? So it may take a newer name, like you said, or I don't know if Sam Pittman's ways would still work as far as today's football way they play it now. We all have to change.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's interesting now. And you see what White said, what about just Saturday? I told him, I said, that's different because just Saturday was pretty good when he was with Indianapolis with the Colts. So That's different. I think that there's a plethora of them out there. It's just a matter of who's going to be the right fit for Bama of what they're wanting to do. Because like JB made a statement, and I'm in agreement some time ago. What are we wanting to do? What will be the philosophy? What's going to be, in this case, what's going to be the offensive philosophy? What are we trying to accomplish here? So are we, because God help us if we going back to ballroom dancing. We going back to ballroom dancing, I won't be watching.
Man, we did.
We can't have one coach that wants to do rock and roll and another coach that want to do ballet.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work, bro.
Either we gonna be a ballet team or we gonna be a heavy metal rock band. Which one we gonna be? Can't be both.
Shoot, heavy metal rock band, go and dominate.
I'm just saying the truth, though. Like, I don't want to be out here. If we lose games, I can deal with us losing games, but if the team that beat us is limping out the stadium, I can take those type of losses because if you gave it your all, they knew damn well when they came in playing Bama or we went to wherever we went, they earned that win. They could be like, yo, yeah, we beat them, but I'm hurt. I'm hurting. They're going to be difficult next year. The board can get off that hot seat this season if we come out here and just look aggressive. I didn't see not one fight. I'm not saying you're supposed to go out there and fight. No, I'm just saying I ain't seen not one fight on the sideline or heard about a fight in practice. I didn't see no type of aggression really on a consistent basis, not just when you give me a stop on 4th down late in the game. Nobody was holding themselves accountable or holding other people accountable. Like, that's what we're talking about. Scratch the X's and O's real quick. Where's your heart at?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette, and I'm gonna make some room for Coach Carl. Hopefully, he'll come up here. Oh, geez, I had a thought, and I was going to tell you guys. I'm trying to encourage the Alabama fans, everybody, that we're changing, and it's going to be kind of slow, and I know that, but we're trying to change and build a football team, and DeBoer is trying. I'm not going to take away the credit for that. But I want everybody to be encouraged about this football season that's coming up, me included. I'm starting to look at the transfers that's come in. I'm looking at what kind of folks that we're going to get in on the sign-up day in February. I want to build up some hope that our team is going in the right direction. And what did I tell you, Twister? Make us competitive. Get rid of these games that we go play somewhere and we're getting beat 28-3 or 21-7. Get rid of those. Be competitive. I can handle losses a lot better if you're out there kicking butt and doing the best you can. And if it's 21-22, I can handle that kind of a loss. I can't handle these threes. I don't know. Alabama's never been known for losing games with 3 points only. The only time I've seen that was a defensive battles like we used to do with Tennessee way back when, But that's what I want everybody to be encouraged about. We're going to get better. I don't know about the coaches. You guys know more about the coaches more than I do, but I see it in the recruitment, in the transfer portal. We're starting to use it now a little bit better to our advantage, I hope. But I look for good things out of this Alabama team, and I hope people in the chat and stuff like will stay with people like Piano Man and B Sharp, JB, and Twister and listen to them, that we're going in the right direction. It's just we just got to wiggle through the maze and see where we're going. With that, guys, I'm going to get out for a minute. I'm going to smoke me a cigarette. See you guys.
All right, Icebox. Man, be
Roll
safe,
Tide to
there,
you.
bro.
Yeah. But that's like, oh my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Governor.
I don't know
Go
if
ahead,
you guys
man.
can hear me. Can't hear nothing.
We can hear you, bro.
All
We
right.
can hear you, Doc.
Okay, Governor, can you?
Yeah, I can't hear nothing. I'll be right back. because I can't hear nothing.
Go ahead. Like I said, it's a start to the right direction. Just weed out the wheat and put in somebody that's better. Whoever the O-line coach gonna be, gotta have good experience of knowing what to do and try to make sure the running game is up to, very decent enough to have them think, guess, and run, and then we can open up the passing game. The running game starts first, and then the passing game. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, y'all can hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
'Cause
you real good, bro.
I was gonna respond about before he got off. It was like, the games that we did lose. I'm talking about the 9 to 6 loss that we had against LSU, the game of the century. I could deal with that loss. Why? Because we played our butts off the entire game. Those are the losses that I can deal with. But just putting your head down and just walking out the stadium, just waving the white flag, yeah, I can deal with that.
Well, we got to do, but I think that we, like I said, the team started in the right direction with some accountability in letting the O-line coach go, because that's where, on that particular side of the ball, that's where your problems started. But like I said from the get-go, this has been a problem for the last 4 or 5 years. And this past year, it just came on out the box. It was just horrible. So we are laughing at OG Gill. I don't know who that is, OG. So but all I'm saying is everybody just we they got rid of Cap. All I want to know is, I'm like Goldberg, who's next? Who's next? Who's next? So waiting on spring training and all that good stuff and everything, and we're gonna see. That's just gonna be the beginning, and we're gonna see. We'll hear about summer training and all that kind of stuff. We'll hear about it, and it's gonna be all good. It's gonna be all good. I think it's gonna be fine. So, well, before we get out of here, though, one more thing. Did anybody see Dabo Swinney's press conference yesterday?
Yeah, I have. He was kind of upset with Pete Golden taking one of his linebackers, and and if I'm not mistaken, offered him like $1 million or something like that to be on his team, on the Ole Miss team, and I think Dabo didn't take good fun to that. If I'm not mistaken on that situation, maybe y'all know more about the detail on that. That's what I got caught on that. And Dabo don't like the transfer portal in the beginning anyway.
Well, gonna be interesting. Gonna be interesting how this plays out. Those were some heavy accusations, but when he broke that timeline down, somebody violated somewhere. Somebody violated somewhere. So he was upset, Governor. He was upset yesterday. And he sat there and read all of that from top to bottom. And so we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But that's what we was trying to tell Dabo. That's the brutality. That's the brutality of the transfer portal. You got to get in there and be brutal with it. You got to be brutal with it. So God bless them all. It's gonna be fun to watch. And so one last thing. We know Senior Bowl is next week, and yours truly will be in Mobile. Governor and Twister and Bishop, I'll get with y'all about how we're going to be doing our show and everything, because there will be a couple of days that I'll be coming live from Mobile. And so we're gonna get some things together, and we're gonna have a good time and everything. So, but y'all will hear from me, and then we're gonna go from there, and just try to make it happen. So let's just get ready. But I don't know if I'm gonna make it down there. It actually starts tomorrow. I go get my credentials. Governor, you use that word, credentials. I'm supposed to go get my credentials, but I got all week to get them. But it's supposed to be cold tomorrow and raining and everything. So I doubt if I go tomorrow. But I will probably go Monday and go pick them up and then go from there. A lot of happenings. I got a lot of information concerning the Senior Bowl. The Senior Bowl, the game itself is next Saturday at 1:30. But there are a lot of activities for the press and everything, part of the press, y'all. And so just looking forward to making it happen. So be some days next week that we will be coming from Mobile and just having a good time. So, Governor, I will be promoting your sheets and bedding for the best in sheets. For the best in sheets. So anyway, but we're getting ready to get out of here because I'm going to get some crawfish before the rain come and all that good stuff. I'm gonna start with Governor. If you can, give us some parting words. If everybody, Governor. Okay, Twister, go ahead, give us a parting word. I'll come back to Governor.
Well, like I said, man, thank God. Let me see another day. Just I want everybody to be safe out there in the South, and get ready for this storm. Be safe. Hope everybody got that house is warm and got enough food to eat. If they get blocked off for places they don't need to go, they want to go and they can't make it. Just keep yourself prepared and safe out there. And I hope at the end of the whole storm, I want to hear everybody say they all right and made it and went through the storm and still living and live and kicking.
I hear you. Governor, are you back?
Yeah, man. Kids, man. Kids, bro.
Your little women, huh?
Yeah. I know.
Go ahead, Governor. Give us some parting words, bro.
Once again, it's always a blessing to wake up in the morning, man. You just got to start with that. This weather is coming in. Everybody be safe. Do what you need to do. Stay warm. Take care of your little ones. Take care of your family, and just enjoy life. That's really what it is. And just enjoy your life, not the life that you're trying to portray for others to give you appreciation. You appreciate your life. You do what you need to do for your life, and you'll always be happy. That's all that matters. What you do in your life and what you do for you and yours, that's all that matters. As long as those people that you care about are smiling and happy and you being around, that's your legacy. So embrace it, enjoy it, be safe, love everybody in the chat, and hope I don't hurt these damn girls.
Don't hurt my nieces. Governor, if you look on the big screen.
Oh man. I got you, Toya.
She said, king size, please.
King size. That's what I got.
No.
She said, king size, please. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. But anyway, everybody, listen, please be safe. And I wanted to come on this morning just to see how everybody was doing. We know that this storm is a nationwide thing, from what they're saying, and we don't know the ins and the outs. We only know that what happens, and God determines. He allowed whatever, and so I just ask everybody to stay safe. And if I'm gonna see how everything goes, I just may come back later on today and just make sure everybody's well. I've got my weather alerts and everything going. But I want everybody to just continue to stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of the Lord. And remember, you can do all things through Christ to give you strength. I promise that you can. I'll tell you something else. This kitchen is still big enough, as B Sharp says, for everybody to cook. Now, if you can't cook, go learn. But this kitchen is big enough for everybody to cook in, and everybody can get something to eat. So no sense in being jealous of another cook. Just do your thing. And as Governor just said, appreciate your life. Appreciate your ability to cook, and somebody else will appreciate you as well. So just continue to appreciate, do your thing, and watch some good things happen for you. Focus on, listen, I heard minister say last night, fight in your weight class. Don't you come down. And if you know you're not a heavyweight and you a lightweight, stay in your weight class, and you're going to be well. All right. So just remember, hey, I'm no expert. I don't know everything. I do know what I'm talking about. So with that being said, everybody have a great day. 3-stroke Charlie, wherever you are, I hope you're safe and warm, sir. And I mean that in more ways than one. Anyway, thank you, Twister. Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Icebox. Bishop, wherever you are, much love to you. Peace and blessings to you. Thank you for all of you in the chat for coming. I want everybody to stay safe, stay warm, and all that kind of stuff. And you will get a notification from me of how we're going to, I'll be on Monday morning. And like I said, I might be on later on this evening just to check and see how everybody's doing. But until then, everybody have a great day. I'm going to get me some crawfish and everything. So right about now, the chefs are done cooking and the kitchen is closed. Everybody have a great day and roll tide and be safe. Piano Man, I'll see you soon.